Levi Petersen, defensive end.
All right, Levi, earlier this year, you had an injury. Everybody was worried. Everybody was freaking out. And I saw you punch yourself in the helmet. Was that because of the pain or because you knew what happened was going to take you off the field?
No, man, that pile came up on top of me, and when you hear that pop in your knee, there's nothing worse than that. And I just heard that pop, and I was punching the ground. I was punching my face, man, because I wasn't really in pain. I wasn't mad at that. I was mad because I knew that my season was in jeopardy, and I knew that we have the team, we have what it takes to be where we are now, and that I'm back now is a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, I heard about the injury, but how many games did that cost you, Levi?
I missed 4 games.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it was pretty brutal. I missed River Bowl, and that was one of the biggest ones. But to come back, and I played in the semifinal versus Foothill, and then I started the section game versus Chico.
And you're one of the only players that only plays defense, right?
Yes, sir, that's right.
What attracts you about defense more than offense?
Oh man, defense. Defense, you don't get a lot of the glory. It's the highlight reel that they're all showing, the offensive plays, the touchdowns. But I just love defense because I'm a wrestler. Okay, it's just a fight in there, man, and I just love tackling and I love wrestling with those guys in there. It's a fun position, I'll tell you.
I talked to Quintana.
Yeah.
And I said, why do you like to play defense? And he says, because I like to hit guys and Ramage makes it fun.
Heck yeah, Ramage makes it fun, man. His halftime speeches, dude, they pump you up.
The last game, the big Division III AA regional finals, you got Marin Catholic, huge opponents. You go into halftime, you guys are up by 1 point. You guys come out in the second half, an absolutely defensive lights-out performance. What did Ramage say to you guys at the half?
Well, you can't really say too much because it's the radio.
Fair enough.
But there was some words thrown around there. All right? He said, we need to punch these guys in the face, and we need to be bigger men than these guys. We just need to dominate them physically, and that's saying it nicely.
Very good.
Yeah.
Talking to Blake and talking to some of the other guys, you guys were outmatched size-wise anyway. So as a defensive player, how do you talk to your guys and go, guys, these guys are going to be bigger and they're going to be faster, but we got to stay with them. We got to do it what it takes no matter what.
Man, high school football, it's not really about size. We just got this team, man, that when you look at us, you're like stereotyping, like we're not the biggest guys, but hey, we're a bunch of scrappy dudes who can play some football, man. And that's why I love this team. I've been a part of 3 different high school football teams, and this is by far my favorite team, and I think we've got what it takes.
I think so, too. I think you guys have got a wonderful program put together. I think the synergy between the coaches and the players is unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was talking to Coach, and he said, it's beyond you guys now. Can you guys feel that this has become bigger than your team?
Yeah, just like all the respect and all the support we're getting from all the fans and from all the parents, especially. The community is just wrapped around us. I'm just like a high school football player, bro. I'm just here doing my thing, having fun, and all these people supporting us. I've never had something like this.
One of the things you said earlier is you missed River Bowl, and that's a big one. You love to go out there because the rivalry you guys have got with Enterprise is a long, storied history. What does it feel like, though, when you see Enterprise fans throwing on the purple and saying, we're with the pack now, we're with you?
You kind of have this indoctrinated hate towards Enterprise when you're at Shasta. You don't really like them, but I think the North State, we're all together on this one, man. I mean, all the support from every team, we're just happy, dude. We're in such a good mood. You can't get us down. We're at the top right now, and we're going to play at the top.
Absolutely. Going to play the biggest game of your high school career. What does it feel like for you to be able to come back from that injury, missing a couple of games, and now you're in the state championship?
Man, it's a dream come true, really. That's cheesy to say, but I'm having the best time of my life right now.
Have you looked at film yet of Bishop Diego?
Yeah, they're big boys. They run a tight end kind of tackle/look. We've been practicing, and I think we're going to hang on, man. I think we're going to be able to show these boys what North State football really looks like.
Do you think that Marin Catholic maybe looked past you guys?
I don't think so. I think Marin Catholic, they came out to play ball. They came out hard, and they got a little scrappy towards the end, First half, 21-20. All right, we're a little nervous. We're a little sweating. We come out, Ramage with the speech. We go on the field, and we play ball versus those guys, Me and Blom here, we're really good representations of what small guys can do versus big guys. And I think that game, Marin Catholic, they played a good ball game. I don't think they overlooked us entirely. I think you need to go into every game humble, but be confident. Humble and confident at the same time, knowing you're going to win, but be humble.
I love it. When did you feel the momentum shift in the second half? And when did you feel like, hey, we're going to win this thing?
I was stressing that game, man. To be honest. First half, I was sweating. And then we go out there, second half, we just go out there and I'm not going to say dominate because it was a dogfight, but we did real good, man.
Yeah.
I think our offense performed greatly, and that's due to Coach Hunsaker over there, one of the best coaches of all time right there.
I would say you dominated. I don't want to speak too highly, Coach, but Coach told me yesterday you said they had one play in the second half that you would like to have back. That ain't bad. For a defensive play, that is an absolute lights-out dominating defensive stand in the second half. But also the offense went out there and did their job. Putting those points up on the board gave you guys a little bit of breathing room.
When you have a feeling in your heart that you know that your offense can outscore them no matter what the score is, it makes you play defense better in every way.
You guys went out there on a fourth down to get that stop. What does that make you feel like when you guys get off the field? Now you're like, all right, go do it.
Well, I'm looking at my D linemen across the field, and I'm clapping my hands, and I'm looking at them with crazy eyes. I'm like, hey, boys, this is a big play. We got to go right now. We put pressure on the quarterback. Curtis is in the backfield. Quarterback throws a bad ball. Curtis swats it down, man. It feels great. You're running out on the field. Everyone, cowbells ringing. I'll tell you, there's no greater feeling than being out on that field and making a big play.
All right, so you're going to bring home one more for me, all right?
Yes, we will. I'll give you my best shot. I'm going to get a sack that night, too.
Hey, sounds good, man. Thank you.